Ode enne wo so wo PMPD ono so wo de hwe wo de oti on the radio so no okeka nkwase asem no wo de munti asem o ka kire sirimfo no
afen me wo say extreme politicians mo ya mamafo Northern Ghana politicians, you guys are murderers. I am talking about those I watch Jessica by heart. No? A whole parliamentary aspirant, Akoto Moto, over 500. Alodi at the good tracks. Ato TV, television sets, over 500 at the good track or the quiet day. Oseme Koche, I'm a delegate near to Obama me. And to William says now, would delegates now, no. And nipa na wo constituency de mu no wo hia moto na wan to wo twen say ento abama wansa onua machi o moto no wanche o TV no wanche onua wa pack 13 cars and the moto no ne fridge ni gum say onwini wi a e na obeche God will judge you. Abusia, are we building a country? Why do you complain about poor roads?
A few moments later,
I'm promising them. I've told them again.
Before answer na memo a few minutes later no. Sankrofo mi na Euru country no. Oti radio so hwe nkwase asem okekan. Say obi akoto emoto okocheche because of food. Enne won say Ghana for na jimia to the sense say omuntimi enwene nti enne gomua wakogina wo say yento okope MPD. Now die na okope MPD no be ya. Wo se wo MPD nti wa sha se ebe cancel matchom. Obetua obi abeto abama ne ka bia obetua woka wode ti asem wo we no ono no wo ka say we ye corrupt we ye this and we chemoto wo say ono ko pempi adi wogumu aho obetua mo katia ha.
I will pay after the elections when I become the MP every month every delegate will be paid every month every blessing after the elections, when I become the MP, every month, every delegate will be paid. Every month. Why do you complain about poor roads?
a few moments later,
I'm promising them. I've told them again. I will pay after the elections, when I become the MP, every month.
Nti ya me ka say ekuro no nkofo bebre adwene wo fom enipa na adwene emunyedu. Onso de omu anya nhwemu nanka waka nkwasa asem we akasa mopam no se eye baabi anipa dwene a na menim nipa owo sa futu area wa wagimi obato abama kwase asei menim da sa akwawe odi nkwase asem sei now edi adwuma no ya wo say motoma ne wi a obetua mo ka delegates onto wadi di matem onim sam ye nkwase afo eti owia wotoma na no okọ obeka jose sika ne ni ho on adwena wo yusuma mo ko nim sam adwene munyedu afutufo captain smart nim sam agimi etire wo jimi mo no because ude tie nkwase asem o ye kan say Ghana ho eye nipa no na ye problem nipa no bebre adwene mu omre eti enne wo kopa MP edinti obetua mo ka motoma no a se wo ho enso no ote wo di sremfo na tem say esremfo no eye nkwaseafo because wo mu eti moto ni niam wo se wo ho nipa no MPs ne guo no odidi wo mateba enne wo kopa MP edi wo gomwa onto so be dey obetua wo ka otoma no a wankasa mi disikani ma wansa o oso obetua ka ma wo de muntie ni bi
after the elections when I become the MP every month every delegate will be paid every month every blessing
di ekro no enipa no bebre adwene mu omre and omo lack critical thinking and then again the capability of doing research about Ghana enipa dodo di omo ni ye ntro akohwie ope Ghana fo ahoden a entro akohwie na ntitwitwa de omo ya de but se ye nwena sem ye kuro no ya aboye eti enyenwa se we gina ho kam omo so egina ho obia no ka chese captain o kasa pe wo ye fucking o ka kire se ye ntoma na abetu ye ka wo ye fucking adwuma ben na wo ye a wo betu ye ka adwuma ben na wo ye but as usual o man ye friend Ghana no agimi fo doson e che nyansafo ɔman yɛ fɛ ne Ghana no agyimifoɔ dɔɔso kyɛn nyansafo eti ɔmpa ɔbɛtumi akɔnvince wɔn so ɔmpa oye wo kan obi adwa yɛ saa wo mu yɛ fie ɔno yɛnwea ho wo de ɛkɔ so o yɛ ne yɛ de kukuru mi nti yɛ yɛ ne mpanimfoɔ hwɛ ne yɛ ne ma hwɛ abrabɔ ayɛ bo me yɛnwea ho ɛsɛ asɛm na make can just by heart na make by the experience by the actions and the doings of the people and I'm make us actually all can we say krono baby ogina no nyansafo ho ankom o baby ogina no okasa no wo mo ogina no mo ye say nyansani wa ko need natem ko be pam no se faaji mi fi akọ o ti obe o kwa kire say ye nto obama o betu aye ka ho fe faaji mi free akọ enso as usual agimifo no do so baby na ogina no agimifo do so cha nyansafo nti no ye o mo je so obepe MP adi obekire mu nyansa now on sen ran ya ka kire mu say chema Wontumi wo mo de na kwotumi be kire made judge na odi case no injustice asema ya ka no ya na nye say obi na ni so obi o ma me akoso say wa mu case eni sasa na edi nkomo no be kire wade pa wo mo se judge bia ma chema Wontumi 20 years won kodem now me kire bia case ni free ba but share page na me kire wade o de share page no why like video na me kire wade enno me wo internet on so pa me nai sabe ma yoda ha sei ye fra no kena Ashyigbe o join this wa on na ye managing director Kena Ashyigbe me show the tribal politics hatred enviness against Chairman Wontumi as Asantini me kire wade obi mu Ghana see me Wontumi wanya me fan ba Ghana fo ye chobo ya twene enkodi akire enkonkodi akire na wo mo set agenda na asantefo no ne akanfo no so ye hu ahi na ye di akire ne ya bai tie de ye ka no bani se obodam afifie nti se wo se wuni mafutu a wudi ka tu fie fofo se suso mpa se John Mahama se eye galam se illegal mining wo be ko a mpato ye bodam frifie me be chero videos bebre sampa se NDC force wo mo ba be stop illegal mining a enkomedi card ya free wo mo fie no wa ba bonten enu ne ye friend say fairness and justice fi say me ntimi nya me ba kohwini ho enko ka se enko obi fie se me kotu obi ba fo say mane ban mo akohwi me yes apem ma bodam ti de ye ka no mo politics na mo play ni Ghana every titi o JJ Rollins na ye nti most of angonafo ni be say no wo mo hatred wo mo use politics na de kuti about most of mo akamfo ni bi no mo nya smart ukoka pe wo mo yam ka say nkofo ni bi adwene mo mre ni nti no wo mo ntimi nwina asem ho me kire wade judge no okodi case no me kire wade Kena Ashyigbe we ono na eye petition di ma president Mahama say akonta mine die ba hoku ko crook esa ye de Wontumi koje because oye illegal mining meanwhile there's difference between so be to gold no obi ye illegal mining Chairman Wontumi no ni gold o tu no onye illegal mining na mom ekwan officer o tu no na ye ni no problem but onye illegal mining let no one deceive you first of all and no judgment na ba bontin first of all memfa de enkyerɛw monhwɛ judgment na ba bontin no but count 1 offense state of offense particulars of offense count 1 and count 2 ye nyina yen kan bi but obi anhwɛ bi munya obi an ready bi mudo mo obi am kyerɛmade judge no ode decision we ba bontin no me wi am kyerɛw ba bia na link free any ba bia case we free ba obi an kan Wontumi ni charge de abo na ye 20 years amano no obi an kan sa woni hu ye wahio sa de hu nye wahi me ka kyerɛ wo say Ghana no ye tim no sa wonim politics wonim sade tribal politics ye adwuma shut up na ko ba bi da hwane ka kyerɛ say wo mo pe Ghana yi ye break you down na ho ye say wa wo say de wo mo Wontumi hu ye wahi oni wahi de fato nkyɛn but enipa wo mo hyase ye no they have a certain hatred for akanfo ni asantefo eno no mo mpese ye beka na obi ankan Wontumi eno judgment a judge ne de bai ni or say statement of fact one offenses ne bi ni dia assignment of mineral right without approval contrary to section 14 clause 1 and section 19 and section 99 of clause 2b of the Minerals and Mining Act 2006 Act 703 as amended by Section 3 of the Minerals Mining and Amendment Act 2019 Act 995. Now, particulars of offense. Bernard and Chibua Siakon, aka Wontumi, 49 years of as old entrepreneur, that you in the year 2024 in Samra Boy in the Western region and within the jurisdiction of this court, being the owner and controlling director of Akonta Mining Company Limited, did TOYA without obtaining the proper written approval of the minister's permit, Henry Okum and Michael Jedu, to undertake a mining operation within the mining concession, which was granted to the said Akonta Mining Company Limited. Only, Pachomuntia niye pao. Enti court no sin offenses ne say. Onuna sase no obegina okuta licenses. Wontumi ni kuta licenses. Okonu otu gold wa onye illegal mining. Tieniye. Fane ho ahini to nchen. Ewiase emfo obi wo bufuo enka asema wonim. Tieniye pa. Emfo obi wo bufuo nka se ene wayi gold ena ne ho ye wahi mimi to me support ken okeka nko asesam kire ken Japan. But that is not the case. That is not the case. Now, eti wose odena sase no ebi. Okay, we must see zoom ya on. Odena sase ni bi ama obi e dia ye odena sase na ma obi amra ni pana afa nko minister ho. Count 2. Assignment of mineral right without approval. Blah 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 section 92 mineral as blah blah blah. The same count 2, the same situation. It me bisa say. Now, almost Wontumi the assassin be amobi dia illegal mining. First of all, me busa wasem. Wontumi na galamse, one kwa galamse ana wa galamse. Now, enipa no demo no, omo ye nipa omo home from omo country ni mu ana. Tieniye, na mo ye nuanuma santifo ni bi no, mo ria mo nte politics ase. Now, be ma ye odase ye friend Ken Ashyigbe. We Mahama appointed no say we there, CEO of Ghana Chamber of Mines. Go to a Ghana Sisiano, omo pesa santini bia beba ho. Tieniye pa. Akwa Mahama yini say oye the Chamber of Mines, one wo no oye dwuma Joy FM. Now, enra ti asem yo kan wa say. Ye money tape bi na munti asem. Wo de tie we. O say Wontumi kra no. Ese ka judge no man bear 25 years tia.
We need to make sure that a lot of big men who are marauding and parading the corridors of power.
Pacho tie brofuna wo kan yo. PNDC brofuna wo mo de say siam business. Tata Breweries Apino soap no. Sa brofuni bi na wo kan o. Every day omo no free voter register they don't omo nchire sikasem but omo nim krofo a big men they showing tieniye pa sa niema we bi mu omani afi no omo di bi ye asantefo ene kwafo na mo no amonte Ghana asenti no Ghana fo ni bi no bibia na ne buafu omo nim the police no mo play no tie.
We need to make sure that a lot of big men who are marauding and parading the corridors of power, flaunting their riches, they are all candidates to also be, sentenced. And on the issue of the 20 years in jail, I would have wished that the judge would have given the maximum sentence of, 25 years and also added the maximum fine. That is because if you look at the law, it talks about either the.
Enti Ken Ashyigbe ya Mahama appoint one no amount of pressure say Wontumi dey by hook or crook because God no to no omo ntiase nti ese ye de no ko jail. Now Ken Ashyigbe ni hwan ya Ken Ashyigbe we hwan ne yire ni Ken Ashyigbe enra ne yansa ka asase mu hwa de ne yire papa mon hwa de wa say. Now in some trying to highway no me dey kira no ne yire papa ni judge no a okodi case no your friend say pacho bia hwe case no judge no okodi case your friend say Ken Ashyigbe ni judge no di case ni papa ni Ashyigbe na wa say in-law Dr. Ashyigbe ne yire so ni Mrs. Princella Numeko Ashyigbe ne yire ni. Now judge no kodi case no omo papa ni Mr. William Emmanuel Anokwa Kovevi tata bibibi na me tonte me ekoso highway no so me nayo me tie nkoma ekoso highway no so afi ye hwe judge no ye ntia ase judge no di case ni the judge no ni na ye nua bia be post wa ase Justice Audrey Kovovite is the judge. I will make it Chairman Wontumi 20 years so on them. 10 years power judge in 1 year. Now, yenti asem wa hase na memfa de enkyerɛw. Mo de mo ya na mo ni. Mo de mo link dot on mo link. Eti now Ashyigbe no a woyɛ CEO ewo Minerals Commission no. Now na si ni yire ni in-law any judge no tie ni yo ni in-law no Ashyigbe we omo na se ni pap akoyo da so we now ye fa bi conflict of interest tie ni ye pa o eti internet for no discuss yasem no but as usual on be katakata so now eti sa ni yire nua ne judge ne dia eye den no betena se esase ke ma Wontumi 25 years ono so ni nipa consistently what you to press the mama to attack them Wontumi at all time tie ni ye pa o tie ni ye obi se ni nua kura no ayi ne badie no eti judge no woni judge odi asem no omo papa yi ni hwe ni omo papa yi ni na hwem omo ayi ni ono ni tia ha papa ne mani Ashyigbe ni ani aboni di in-law omo nua ankomo ni koso na no a more sample di nkomo bi it was so shocking more sample di nkomo bi mam e de ade akyerew NDC fo bi kofre Wontumi nra
the first exclusive mom
mumientie wo obi antie asem a wo munye di na mumientie more sample what Ghana mpom nkoche no mumientie asem a eno ekoso
and that exclusive me fa mu bi aye man na ma dis chema Wontumi abro
okay
Libya especially supposing say 20th July yeah that's enwa I match around 3 a.m. chema Wontumi na it be one time or send messages or sending me all the court procedures rulings around 3:30. I'm sorry, I make what you sorry messages from them. I don't know so many messages. Go online. Okay, no sorry voice they say or person make us in say no. Minimum diana means you know. You know, you know my friend, I'm say chairman. Ade, no say, ochina make court. Na no NDC for me no ba menchen e be pesika
ba mo ntie ne ye ba o
o ma ti se ye be mano 20 years na e be tu am kokoko na me de excuse you aba say o fa no say o tupoya mo nko na e be jeli no because that is the information and I tell my class oh and faho true they true
ude mbajo hwade da so yo hu Ashyigbe sa guy yo da so Ashyigbe no the link between the yire enua ne judge na papa nyina papa ewuo no na just any in-law abusia the same abusia now it is a Ashyigbe no eba bonte be kase or your confidence that Chairman Wontumi be jele no more sample say NDC for ba Chairman Wontumi ho eba se omo musika na ade ni can say na ye command 20 years more sample na kasa o yanto aso
some of them will be some opinion say lawyer me me kokota na me say chairman no kokota there is the issue bench warrant against you you go court but they are full candidate and 20 years there is too much no say lawyer And the American say no court, but the corner did this in the dream. If you may psych me out, because me go from Omakasano, we did me who say they are saying the truth. If you know the court, but the sentence me 15 years. Let me see them say it. Now come out today. How do you know that sentence is truth? They say no, sir. Also me strong, and I saw like a chairman. If the chairman need to be coming, and now about 6:30, and I tell my friend, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Me call me ma. Na the case. If my mama is about to be case na ever so Thursday, yeah, that's fortunate, you know. Me send him 300 Ghana cedis. Na papa print na be defended me because any other make him back court. The consul me the tigan. Now me the minister me na maybe us me need me before. India, message that sent to me and sending me near with the phone so any audio voice in near. And you know, me say judge now butcher me to me adjournment no good. Na judge the man conviction. Me 20 years no see wow. Hey, imam bohu. If you know any expose a mediama, but judge never judge but you so.
Hey, la madam, no say NDC for me no ban horonti. You can no bet no. No mo so mo de yeden.
Oh, I say the bomb for me so say for be up.
Okay. Na me case me ntro.
Who say ko bi wa ya so no bi aye deal aye obi.
Now, tie ni pa. You see, MPP4 can do their foolishness. But see, injustice I can say woman. Tina me enra na me tia na me ka cho bi say. Ukosi ya di asem wo Ghana eya to obu Ghana no ho omo chichiri kuro no won tro so position nyina omo giye ne ye ntro e cut across but dodo no said ya NDC papa wo omo target asantefo no se wanye smart won tie ase now judge ni ruling na media to so no hwe ne ye ayefo na hu sa Wontumi akwakoye illegal mining hwe count 1 count 2 20 years na oje ye no eti se obi di na asase komo obi na nipa ne koye legal man ada na sa nipa ne oba court ye nyele ni bie me kire wade ye monwene ho ye ada ne ye nyele ni bie ada ntina sa nipa ne ye nyele ni bie na Wontumi na ye koma ne 20 years wo da dwene ho Wontumi offenses a waye ne say court ne say na asase ya wono akwaje ne legitimately no wa mankrofobia be fa bi de ye legal man fair enough na sankrofo no way sankrofo wo mo way now judge ni decision on the buy no and now internet ne so a wo mo se da bi asem wey too much in fact NDC for bi kra ko Wontumi ho ko ka kire ne say ye be more 20 years now akwai kinasegwe no a oye chamber of mines ho no oye link a wo mo kire say o ne yiri enua ne judge no ono nso si o wo gidie say Wontumi be ko jail look at the joy who the one kasa join the dot no owie o atabe interview Sena ese ka judge nkomo ne 25 years. Now, more sample asemo oka no. Oka ya na yekohwehwe atsem wa sei. Edi no omobubo no, hwade wa ha. Papa ya wa wi. Ono an nkrofo ne akwa we ne yire na wa ha sei no. Ene sha ha sei. Now, yenti asem bia more sample e ka wa ha.
Mi tabo. What do you say? Ali umma mi ya meka bi akire wo. Ikam ka kire me no o sei. 20 years. No, me that come because we say I'm out 20 years and I did. I'm about me no make me say come out to be a 20 years. Because I won't give me. And that someone was seeking advice say uncle court na monko. Because I won't buy the bullshit tolerant. And the big cricket person says I'm not with justice. Oh. The time I want to be catching say about activity me but I can't remember the video. They didn't want that to be the other man. Nama printing and would have showed the whole world what happened before Tribalism went to the court. He knew the sentencing and he knew that no more years. How come that solution came to pass? That's because we are a few are obey President Mama and the two before they get big say what you say Tribalism they don't do they will not be sort of the move now. So your own show work capital. As a matter of the car. I will give the car the that good. What is that? Before the ruling and the eating sentences, there are people in the NDC actually who people are aware of not only the provision, but even the sentence. They have information.
Yes.
Because they are there.
Yes.
So to them, no.
Oh.
To them, no. They know that Chairman Wontumi will get the
Wow.
So the question that you ask yourself, say,
lawyer, William.
No.
Anomena ukase ya no. Nya information kra menya na mami ho adwiri me kase kire say. William say judge no a sentence Chairman Wontumi endra no.
Afa muntie. Omo wi a omo asama o kame amesum de yini beto so amade muntie.
Ni kunu ni ora Ashyigbe. Na Ashyigbe nso one of the petitioners oma ye Chairman Wontumi de oni Martin Pebu. Na oma de da accuse Chairman Wontumi and the petitioner petition say you Chairman Wontumi. In fact, Andrew akwa jeli Chairman Wontumi 20 years no. Ashyigbe ababonti abeka say SSA ke jeli 25 years. Chairman Wontumi say Ashyigbe ne yire any justice koku is saying na anopay mi ho adwiri me na me no ka say mi kura mi sem obituary aye judge no ni papa ewuye Ashyigbe di wo so say asew. Wow.
Now do you know something? You see the conflict of interest.
Wow.
This is a case where your husband has interest in the case.
Yes.
Okay. And the akoso ye de chiramro sebaya emfa you see Ghana for ye to boy ye steady now omo ye be very mafia for nko kuro no mafia nko a eti ukọ highway no so a e no mo de judge na ba judge no mo kofa na ba kokọ vi woni no mo de abeto se judge ya wokoma Wontumi 20 years no wono kọ a Ashyigbe no a wodi anim si ye njeli Wontumi no ni nua eyere ekuno no ni nua ekuno no ni nua no so ni Priscilla obianko interest ade omonkobo wa nka betuma bobi de obianko seche Ashyigbe ono a obianko seche ne yire ofre ne say governor hwan de ande yi etu ko highway ni so a this is the trending now what is the statement akwa we say we dey muntie the statement or say
we need to make sure that a lot of big men who are marauding and parading the corridors of power, flaunting their riches, they are all.
Enti side PNDC kasa we no sa wonte politics ya da bia say no mo use o and they are fronting their wealth and Asante side account for taking Ghana resource NDC strategy PNDC in kwasi asem and set this type of angona for we o ma yes akofi a wono mo tatis na bia eti Ashyigbe no o hatred for Wontumi for long time because Wontumi no sika no wanya no mo ntiase and so no Ghana fu amun ko kan judgment mpajo enfa na judge ne ka say Wontumi akoye galamsey obi an hwebi judgment na da so no na ye bisa se obi na sa asem obi tu galamsey ya enipa no otu yi no so wo ye Ghana ni wo wei wono so judgment na wei enu tu na mi tu enu fo say Ghana na semba tobo because adwuma se senkwa ne kru ne yatim do me ado you ene yatim tie de ye kan do me ado you ene yati okru no se judge ni ruling ni dia ene ye Wontumi a waye galamsey ya say ni dia no waye galamsey na e wo hefa wei afei se yapese yadu boni ama me nkyere wade ena no na me se ukono obi gina asase bi mu no otu galamsey tu nu yagu a enye illegal mining o tie de yeka no unless ukuta a good evidence say wo ye illegal mining wo ye galamsey na so mpeso mo say wa ho Ghana mra bia ntia gold tu ukono obi age tu gold wo kwaye mu a enche se etia mra na emo me bia kwan ofo wo tu say wo mansuo no sensuo na abeka wasomaka because asase no esese yede to gold ene wo kwaje ene wo to gold nemum ekwan ofo wo to no ene enye galamsey but omu nkyere Ghana fo no etu ko na sa Wontumi yakotwa picture ne yede dino atwa no wo kwaye bi mu no e bia ne to gold ha enkyere say illegal mining eye kwaye na so wo to gold no wia ye free bi reclamation wo wia so wo kata so eti sa wonimu a wo ko hu say uduru ba bi na ye to gold pe ye so mu ye illegal mining da bi unim de eba eno na NDC for use that strategy no and nay omoba power no the same thing is going on mama nkyere wade tina me bu be say sa wo bodam a wo free ufie se John Mahama say ampa say obeku illegal mining na mpacho mi busa mo why na say oye nya nkrofo tie Captain Smart na mu ndie no
say ya me no kase galamsey ni njaye ye no NDC executives gunwuram etu galamsey who doesn't know I'm saying it
nra John Mahama and the judges komapa
eko hwe excavators now you Ghana ni a so say excavators we no ye mfa nkutu
punish nyankopon betua moka me say NDC ni bia panyi bia enne oyonko ye de na tum 20 years hwe would said I'm telling you NDC ni bia we are involved in galamsey hwe you die before your time.
Ghana for video ya no share. Otu ba bia we galamsey site. Ma me fa de enche otu onya leg bosom twena da hoto pa no. Se wa Ghana for hu a leg bosom twena hye.
Bato nyambuta na hwe uwi a Saudi ya Wontumi kura ho ye wa hia. Me kira wo say decision aba bonte no politically motivated e mane nya wo de tribal motivated tieniye tribal sentiments against Wontumi or ye santini ni wanya sika let no one deceive you santifo no bibia na yeshi enu nti na we nyina ba no Wontumi na waka ho bi but ye wo mu akomo mpene every day akanfo na nya sika enu mo nya sika enti wo mo adwini nyina ne se ye break wo mo down memo bia na dawo se ampasa Mahama say wo ba be fighting na wo be mamra ye adwuma mo mo hwade hwani so ade na se we no wo mo ye nsaman a wo wia no aka kire me
to ho pa no ana nipa na ba be sha o tu galamsey no etu hwa ha na watu amna na o ye adwuma no but enani di sam say after say video ni ba bonten no empanifo president of Ghana ni empanifo that yam na me hwe say why na etu galamsey wo ensomtene police for wa ha forestry for wa ha said the information ni ba bonten say ye na forest im ye hulugu suom ati the social media say ye etu galamsey ye ba yampa amena de ohwe adwuma de boys ni yedu ha pa MC na ha e de ntina young guy president Mahama appointed wa ma obi kwan so omla metu galamsey wo district so
medawase na man for the case so na menche obi bia waje mere na wohwe adaroma said the Ghana mampanyini o ma obi bia tie na
Ghana for me church amo according to reports fighters for posted this year no this a fresh excavators ya clear reporter and nam tema teshi nungwa stretch no they ko hwe excavators now you Ghana ni a so say excavators we no ye mfa nkutu banche ye mfa nua bro excavators ye koi edem pa na de kwakoye nya galamsey ya na de kwakoye eni akre na de ko no nti mbebo audio na mam na matie oni ba ko no record ye no you hear the person telling them say stop importing for galamsey akan open your catch now we nyina achi no President Mahama doesn't see the urgency to declare a state of emergency. Looking at the way I so now say, on one port for no man say importing the Mawiba. Some of the politicians, no, they are not willing to solve anything in the country. Do the guys, Munti, Damasi, Galamsey, no, or man of Galamsey, no.
Party for Galamsey. Stop importing for Galamsey. Stop importing for Galamsey.
And so I don't kid myself that we don't have our own people involved. And the work of the NIMOS is not easy. They go to a community and the chiefs, the youth, and everybody come out and resist them. And so I didn't kid myself that we will be able to
I was for media yeah analysis yeah the assembly chire nipa fi say mahusi ye krom no udi agura ye betimi asamba gidigidi ni atwa asama to so court no judgment of the babonten no untumi nkoye galamsey onye illegal mining aka galamsey no a ya kan no ba point ne say me say me to mi yeja na me ba tifie wa protect kankan na me say me jame de no ho na makwa abonten me kwa obi ba gina ho na makotu nufu say me ba wensa wo so ma wensa so obedi matem sampa say de no e course no e justice ne ye pese mara nya dwuma me busa wo say mahama gye ato sɛ NDC for yɛ galamsey why not the call court no emu dia no na kwagina court oman no kwan no mafa so no bone eye ye de tie ni ye eye bone ude tie we ye boy ne friend say Erastil Sasare ude tie ha
ya ba kwatum se wa accuse minister say yes o ye galamsey na o say o ye minister na umpote wa na se bia de wa hye minister honom reja minister na se area ana se bia wo no ye tu galamsey honom a da jo nka ho bi na den ebe na mpanifo bu ye no mo fe se enkolanti enim sa ebe ni nyina mpanifo bu be no mo se den o mo se opani a otena fie ma emofare na nka no ye bu na nkare fo ye den wa to aso enti we no chese wo ye kan galamsey no ho bi hwe na koso no manso kro from in a broad daylight galamsey ni tu no essence ase no under NDC we nya MPP for ya pamo akufo da kwetena fedi daada we under NDC broad daylight yitu galamsey aban papa ba no eno ana NDC aban galamsey aban no ma no ba no eno no sense ase no o ma be shemu kina na ekoso no
DC for the bibri esechiri bibri I'm telling you bibri esechiri na emrepem no ye de bibi ba bonten DC for ni bia omogigi sika shadaji sika efish omo operate
ba jo ye nuanom no a ebi a wontumi wo ye wahye no asoma ye ka me de adanse na ma tie de ye koso no enti no obusa ho se me ye na me ye agya na me se me be solve problem na magya me fie na makwa abonten na wo yesa wo modam muntie we adanse enyema no na me de ka Muhammad illegal mining and under 1 year mahama sampasa mo se mahama ya de ene wa jeli wontumi ne ho ye na ye wahye keke eno de normal but enyemre bi ya no mo de ye adwuma nya no kre fa gene ho ye hwade wo de tie de ekoso
I'm fine near the ade ho emo mo kwan so mo nya adwuma e de bi ba
DC4
yes I'm telling you
current DC4 we
yes nyami colleagues o ma ye adwuma bi e ba bonte na beto ho a obehunu nya ye ka ho asem na okwe turn off the bi amede ye fato ho a whole DC yenye ko hu se adro ba bisi ensho bisi no ekobo tano no ensho bisi no omotimu a ye galamsey a ya hono no poto ye de ho fo nyini beto abonten no a whole DC efa ohene edinachi eko ensho no ne fa ewa tifi a ho de eye clean no ana ko try video ana do beto abonten no o ensho ni bi no ye what you say galamsey bi anyedin enko so wo in the long run the video and afford the buy o man suma police for anko
but say no ye any deceptive
enti no criminal o disinform nipa atwen adwena firi ne ekoso bone e ekoso wo no akasa ne mpesua so enti dia no wo ye no
that's of what
interest I was adi enim ne say tani pano o DCU obede na se galamsey koso wo na se obi ye senefu a okobona mania bede na ono wotu ho na mama nipa ko na nya ne fa ho di
main road a eko baabi ani main road ana fo na mo atwema mponu constituency Ashanti region the main road so mo hwe wa car si twetwam but nipa wo sha ade wi achi NDC constituency chairman kutu
muntie ne ye pa o say mahama mo amogije so na mahama waya de wo de mra ya adwa wonte politics ase yedin onte ase e bia won say wontumi no wodi nsemu no bebre ena no ye wahye enya sa tie we NDC ni akoda no tie de ekoso kumasi kromo atwema mponu akumasi nkwantia hwe de ekoso wabodin de ekoso
one on the site hwe de wa main road wo na wo say kwan say asase say na de esa ya kura se ne yile chairman kutu ne yile eno wasoro pese ye ne yile no DC e wa atwema mponu constituency na se o ye ne yile DC adwoma ama hwe kwan a wo fa so tu amena kwan ni o hwe filling station we ya na hwe de wa ye tu amena sense ase chairman kutu na de America che regional chairman na nakosi because constituency bi a chairman bi o bi a otu galamsey bi a unim na nakosi unim chairman kutu unim so otu galamsey na hwe main road na obetu galamsey kwa main road baabi ani ukọ baabi ani enkawe main road na wo say esase daylight ya ba mu go mu ye adwuma dendenden mi twam na mi hu ya magina mi twa se who to galamsey kwan say say NDC chairman kutu why constituency chairman of person na mu ye ni DC na mo de man na hwadwuma o
They can fight it.
Commitment then political
they can't.
95.1. Why?
NDC for executives ni NDC members say what kwai mu tu galamsey so mo do so chairman na MPP o. Me ma kan okoro na cheno.
Zemne no aboso.
Enti okwa na obi bonsre ya jeli Wontumi enkohwe. Eno enso hwe o. Political persecution. Kwa just smart say NDC executive to galamsey edoso chen MPP for there. Menua ekuro ne yatim no akwasi ahoy or say Ghana no ye founded with lines and throw and ya jealousy and enviness. Eti most nkrofo a wo nya akamfo no wo hatred against towards akamfo, especially we are Santinia eno ya no mpese ye beka wo be kokre nuanu asantifo no bi so Jimmy wo kan no be say oh na mamo nya sa na misa nkofo mi hia bia mayi ye wo ma wo wura kura be ho wo mo ntehwe ase tie Ghana no sa kuro ne fe ne Ghana no tie wo mo found the kuro no with hatred, envy, jealousy. Eti certain nkofo bi say Ashyigbe mo no, not because they want to fight for the country. No, forget it. Now you know say ya can't from say more kanfo or asantefo no ma dominate wo sikasem mu. Eti as a Ghana ejapade abedi mu onti yenso ye pekwa bi ne ya brem ase. So ye be ko bi ye be fa kwa bi wura ban mu ne ya brem ase. Munnimu, you have no idea. You have no idea. Eti uti ensema wo mu kan highway no so a more sampao eka na wo check na Ashyigbe ne yire linked to the judge. No one timbe can say Wontumi be ko jail. Ampa judge na make decision 20 was in as a command 25 years. Okay, so mudi agron. They are not playing. Listen to Sakwan friend Ashyigbe no.
We need to make sure that a lot of big men who are marauding and parading the corridors of power, flaunting their riches, they are all candidates to also be, sentenced. And on the issue of the 20 years in jail, I would have wished that the judge would have given the maximum sentence of, 25 years and also added the maximum fine. That is because if you look at the law, it talks about either the fine or the custodial sentence or both. The reason why we need to be drastic.
Enti, oko highway no so a oma ko drop no. Oma drop e. Judge no odi asem no omo se woni. Oko Ashyigbe no omo ka no. Oko hwe papa yi. Judge ne se ne papa ni. Ne yiri nua eni. Ene judge no. Ashyigbe ya se in law ne din ni. Enti wa yo ankasa Johnny Dot no. Anadwo no nkomo be na be koso. Se me yiri nua de metuma frɛ. Me metuma frɛ me yiri nua. Ndi se more sample say MDC for no eba Wontumi ka che chairman ubeko 20 years on say beka wa ankasa dot points no the ekoso highway no so ya na ya tena se team komo no a ti abrante we say want drop judge no de ne picture buy no obekirem sa judge woni na Ashyigbe eye ne yiri nua no ne Ashyigbe yiri no ena womo so na champion sa course no ti ote ya more sample say your friend conflict of interest ode tie no
interest.
Yes.
You're journalist about me.
Yes.
And why I judge. It's what communication and this information. So by the time I can say a petition, we need to petition it against the judge.
Wow. We say a petition. I will say, oh, Wampa. Me no need my video. Me de
this information must go on.
Yeah. It is second Ashyigbe. Say na na yire. And the judge.
Can you imagine? And you see, I'm not this.
Okay.
What do you say? One the first one. I'm a new.
But muntie judge no na power na more sample ebo no. Omun suro no a omunko che more sample. Muntie judge na sama o ka mu de muntie.
Nikulu ye. You all this. Hey, it's I'm Nikulu ye na to Ashyigbe
okay.
The exposure of the judge is say, oh yeah, bullying, obule. Na put him in times. Now, ultimately deny, let me tell you publicly. Remember the first.
Enti, according to more sample, was a judge, or you bullying, one more him twice, and judging into me there no. Eti me, Yenuanono, Montoya Montegana politics as here. Chrono, What you say kabenya na ekukura but I am telling you on authority, they are not ready. They want to build a self-empowerment. Obia person build them through the government. They will pretend like fighting corruption, but they are behind. The question is, one kasa bisa say, one yeja, and now waboda mufi, or dim kwasasem, one to the fuko do abontino biba to asu kutunofu. Where so say we are normal. Where so say normal. A full video that page, no bit my NDC for about 1 year. The distractions are omoye a west. I don't know Mahama fan and phone call court answer. Say open no cry. And I will say ye pe justice. Sanka obedu fi asa we are. Now for what you say about any ever say papa we are there. Mahama no anka say e confirm say yes and no cre. NDC for illegal mining. Na hwan ya. Hwan yes are mining no. Oda kan no cre. Hwan yes are mining. Mahama no enu asem no muntie.
Know that they're getting 70% of the price. So if they take their paying the price, our own people. The work of the 9 months is doing, and so I don't kid myself that we don't have our own people involved. And the work of the 9 months is not.
Eti eja one year. Eja controversial. Was one wajia to send in crop for illegal mining. Nakoda asoni. Muntie nakoda wiso.
You know. And these executives to Galamsey. Who doesn't know? I'm saying it. Me, I fought Galamsey. I am sitting and telling you today. And these executives say to Galamsey. The National Democratic Congress in pending for constituency executives. One was showing to Galamsey says yeah. Men pesa topic na me de ban na be dane by dane anyere wo se nwura mo to Galamsey, but I am watching. Galamsey is still ongoing our prisia me boana forest na yes ye ho na ya forest no ho ban no. People are still depleting our forest. Say ya me no ka say forest reserves are doing still excavated system ye dri forest no tugu
Ghana for Mr. Monhwe in a broad daylight Galamsey na ekoso no we manso crow from in the Ashanti region and ekoso life no che you to Galamsey at least what should be and you can see some excavators here juma it to assassin no
meto asem ade a mempe ene se enipa meta okra na se ye enipa dodo ka asem to so am pese metena chi na me hwa atsam and no ma hu se nipa bebre hu se MPP no mama party na ye unattractive na Wontumi a part of the problem but judgment a wo de ato no so no tie de ye ka no me ka no pay na akire se NDC ni anke ye nya ne sa NDC ni anke ye nya ne sa because o kasa me ma sa ase enipa no se ono no na sa ase no wan kasa nipa ne nkotu Galamsey o se on katakata amana no so onye reclamation ene nipa na koye remining so ye echi wo ma sa kese echi wo mi nyina sa nkrofo kro no eti court documents ni statement of offense, particulars of offense, count 1 and count 2 ni charges I the board ni nyina no a come 20 years based on per the emrano a won ko 20 years out of 25 years no hwa de ainfa no no chama Wontumi na netu Galamsey ainfa judge ba bia no make o can say Wontumi akotu Galamsey but there's no way e will rule in by him to mesrem why wo msan nkrofo no mo ho ahyi Wontumi ne nkrofo no wo mo ho ye machine but emfa obi ho hyi na de a woni adanse enkanto no so fi say efri won so a wo de beba wo so enei ukọ internet so a madam no wo ye judge no ne papa wo mo se ne papa wa frim ono no e feature life ni nia girl wo mo se ni nia girl ene wan ya Kena Ashyigbe so na spear head say yemfa Wontumi nko jail a wo mo pressure ya unim sama hama so ba ya no wa park court more sampa so in other side say sa judge no oye bullying na se ni nuane we na sefo ni we mu woni we wo link dia what do you expect? Interesting ade chain akwa na sa betena say Wontumi kura why lucky. Na se ke man 20, 30 years, 25 years. Media me to asem. A word to a wise is enough. O man you free mo no. O ma chechire o man no e wo ekwan a o time hatred. Ene we mu. Na se NDC 40 we call Wontumi say chairman, ube ko jail. 20 years ampa no na bam. More sampa ne kan so mo se ye boa, wo mo ntie bi.
Expose mamu. And that expose me fa mu bi aye. Man na ma dis chama Wontumi abro.
Okay.
Media especially expose himself. 20th July, yeah, that's a noir. I can match around 3 a.m. Come on to me now. It is once and once or sending messages or sending me all the court procedures, rulings around 3:30. I'm sorry, I make what you sorry messages from them. I don't know, come on to make messages. Go online. Okay, no service boy to say, or person to make us in Sino. Minimum Diana means you. This is my friend, I'm chairman. Ade, no see, what's not make a court. Na, and no, NDC for me, no bar and chain. Every pesica. Say, how much you say? You the man 20 years. Na, I bet you be a more cocoa. Na, excuse me, Abba said. When they say Utukwaya, Monko, maybe Jimino, because that is the information. And I tell my class, oh, and Faho, and true. They true. It's my friend will be some opinion, say, lawyer, make to me, me Kokota, man, and say, German, no. Kokota, there's a issue bench warrant against you. And you go court, but they are fully Canadian. And 20 years there is too much. No say lawyer. And the American say no court, but the corner give this in between. If he may say me out, because they go from Omakasa, no. The who say they are saying the truth. And you know, they court, but we sentence me 20 years. Let me see them say at church. Now tomorrow today, how do you know that church is the truth? They say no, sir. So really strong. And I saw like a chairman. If the chairman need to be a corner, and now. About 6:30. And I tell my friend, Mr. Myself, me call me na the case. A buy my money to be case na ever so yeah, that's fortunate, you know. Me send you 300 Ghana cedis. Na papa plane, na be defended because any other make my back out. The consul, the Tijan. Now, me the minister me maybe was me before. India. Message that sent to me at sending me near with the phone so any audio voice in near. And you know, let me say, judge now butcher me to me adjournment no good. Now judge the man conviction. They are 20 years long. See, wow. Hey, in my baby, if you know any exposure, maybe I'm back. But judge never judge, but you so.
Hey, now madam, no say NDC for me no ban horonti. Kana no bet no, no so mo de dey.
Oh, I say the bomb for me so the informant be up.
Okay. Na me can say me chiro.
Who say ko bi wa ya so me bi aye deal aye obi o tumi twa ko. Ko de say, aye o ma me bi ameka bi a chiro. The time the catcher me no say 20 years. Me that be come because we say I'm out 20 years and I did. I'm back. Me no make me say come out to be a 20 years. So I won't be. If you tell me no seeking advice say uncle court na monko. Because if I want you don't shoot the torrent. And the person making person say you are running with that. Oh. The time I want to be catching say about activity me back akana me the video. They did me want that to be the other man. Number printing, I would have showed the whole world. What happened before Tribalism went to the court? He knew the sentencing and he knew that no more years. How come that solution came to pass? That's because we about a few of them present mama. And the two before they get big, they say, what you say, Tribalism, they don't know. They will not be sort of the now. So your own show work out no. After that speaker. I will give the car say delete it. that good, which is that before the ruling and the even sentences, there are people in the NDC actually who are aware of not only the provisional, but even the sentences. They have information.
Yes. Yes.
So to them, they know that Wontumi will get to So the question that you ask yourself, say,
lawyer,
no.
Ano me no ka say ya no. Nya information kra me nya na ma me ho adwiri me kase kire say. Wonim say judge no a sentence chairman Wontumi endra no. Ni kunu ni ora Ashyigbe. Na Ashyigbe nso one of the petitioners oma ye chairman Wontumi de oni Martin Kpebu. Na oma ye de da accuse chairman Wontumi and the petitioner petition in fact, and drag a jelly chairman 20 years, you know. Can Ashyigbe Ababonti can say as a sank jail 25 years. Chairman can Ashyigbe ne yere any justice kokuto the same. Na anopay mi ho adwumi. Na me no ka say mi kura mi sam obituary. A ye judge no ni papa ewuye. Can Ashyigbe di wo so say aso. Wow.
Now, do you know something? You see the conflict of interest.
Wow.
This is a case where your husband has interest in the case.
Yes.
He got interest.
Yes.
You're journalist come out to me.
Yes.
Tell me why I judge. And so what communication and this information. So by the time that I can say your petition, look, we need to petition it against the judge.
Wow. Let's say petition. I will say, oh, Wampa. Me no hear you here. May they
this information must go on
yeah. It is second Ashyigbe say nyina na yire and the judge.
Can you imagine? And you see,
okay.
What you say? One the first one. I'm a Nikulu here. You all this.
Okay.
The exposure of the judge will say, oh yes, bully. Times.
Okay, your first year saying, you better also another day. Unya Samda, Ghana, and Abeka say, omo pewasem. Your first year saying, Chama Wontumi, and on a pair, Nediaba. But wow, would hear me? Omo the fake news. Omo the fake news, and omo tugum. Now, dear children, pay attention because Ghana, in throw and jealousy, enviness against certain people, a year Juma Papa. Especially in politics, because it seems say, Nkrofobebre abewura politics in him, and no more payback time. Because ya can't be a catcher woman, maybe a chum, or history be a catcher woman, and no, and a pretty our Ghana political circles. To one here, who that pay attention. Wontumi might do something you don't like it, but in this case, so what prosecution can be there, but the American come and challenge me. Say him for na Wontumi okoye illegal mining, aka galamsey. Him fa. Eni nyina ye hwehwe adwuma to so. One we sikania ofra santimem. Yebe kan egu fom. Onima die wo ma no. Yemye phone line na so kire wadwen kakra. Na yentoa so. Na yebe toa so. Yebe toa so another day. Yemye phone line na kasa kakra. Meta enna yebe ko ba bi nti de. They go to
a community and the chiefs, the youth, and everybody come out and resist them. And so I didn't kid myself that.
Yes, I'm to say.
I don't care see any
That's right. Yes, I'm to our life. Yentiwa, Yentium.
And say, Minko, Chama Wontumi and answer me because yes,
what time on 3 minutes in tea and Tintia.
I know, and not done back. Remember the account can man by Yankayan to Omuntin Casana Mane Casano, and I'm a quite more.